Pilates is a great way to stay strong and centered while pregnant. So today, Pilates instructor Kit Rich is here to show us some great prenatal moves.
If you're not someone who does Pilates regularly before you were pregnant, definitely it's not the time to really start a rigorous Pilates program.
Right.
But the 5 moves that we're about to do today are really gentle, so you can do them in both your first, second, and third trimesters.
I'm excited to get started. What props do we need today?
Well, today you only need 1 2-pound weight. And if you don't have a 2-pound weight, you can use a water bottle.
Well, that's perfect.
So you want to start on your hands and knees. Your shoulders directly over your wrists and your hips directly over your knees. Both arms and knees are shoulder and hip width apart. So from here, we're going to start by going from 2 extremes of the spine. I'm going to have you arch your back looking forward. So you're going to other way. Yeah, there you go. You're going to open your shoulders, stick your booty out. And then from here, you go in the opposite direction, really tucking up and pulling your baby in as much as you can. And then from there, you come to somewhere in between. This is called your neutral pelvis. Making sure already, though, that your belly button is really pulled up in towards your spine. From here, you're going to grab the weight with your right arm and extend your right arm forward in line with your right ear. You want to take your right shoulder blade down your back, and then from here, extend your left leg, the opposite leg, extend right straight back. And let's begin. On an exhale, she's going to lift and down. Exhale, lift and down. Let's just do one more and drop down. So you're once again going to start on your hands and knees, just as we did the last move. So the notes are the same. The wrists are shoulder width apart, the knees are hip width, and you're in this neutral position with your spine. The only difference now is you're going to curl your toes. Focusing on your belly button, pull it up into your spine and float your knees 6 to 8 inches off the floor and just hold. Now you can do this in both your second and third trimester. So coming down onto your left elbow, you want to make sure that your left elbow is directly underneath your left shoulder and that your hips, so bring your hips a little forward, that your hips are also lined up with your shoulders and knees are pitched forward. So if you're looking at your body in a direct line, shoulders, hips, and heels are in line with each other. So you're going to lift off your side body here and then you're going to create little pulses. You want to be near a wall for this one. Great for pregnant women because pregnant women tend to get tight through their back here, through the rib cage and in their lower back, and it makes a lot of sense. So this is a perfect stretch for that. Starting with your left hand on the wall, you're going to cross your outside leg, your right leg, over your left. And then very gently, you're going to sort of pull away from it just a little bit and take your right arm, the outside arm, up and towards the wall and hold. My hands are here on the back rib cage, but you want to pretend as though my hands are there and you're going to breathe into the back rib cage. The second part of that is you're going to reach your right arm up and over, but this time you're going to place your right hand right next to your left. And you're going to round your spine and pull away from it, tucking your pelvis. So this becomes a deep stretch for the whole back body. And also for this area called your quadratus lumborum, where women tend to get really, really tight. Take a few breaths there and then just release.
I have to say this feels amazing.
Oftentimes your hips get really sensitive, so it's really important to do some strengthening for them. So coming down onto your left elbow with your hand resting underneath your head, you want to be in one direct line where your elbows, shoulders, hips are all in one line with your feet slightly in front of your body. Now your top arm can be on your hip, or if you need a little bit more help, it's placed in front of you. Taking your top leg up with a flexed foot, we're going to bring the leg forward on an inhale, and on an exhale we bring it back towards the glutes. The idea when doing this move is not to move the upper body. You want to keep it absolutely still, keeping the shoulders and the hips still, to help gently strengthen the obliques and your outer thighs. Immediately afterwards, you want to stop right above your bottom leg, hip height, and create small circles the size of a basketball. You're going to squeeze your outer thigh on the up and your inner thigh on the down. So inhale and exhale. And then finally, once you've done that, you want to point your foot Lift it up a little bit higher than your hip, flex your foot, and drop it down. Point, lift, flex, down. Inhale on the up, exhale on the down.
Thanks so much for showing us these moves, Kit.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad to be here.
These are great for pregnancy, and be sure to check out our other prenatal workouts on Fit Sugar TV. We'll see you next time.